So would you agree? Would you allow National Guard to come here in Charlotte and help with things, since you said that there's a 600 officers short? So would you allow 300? Would you allow the National Guard to come to Charlotte?
No, I wouldn't.
Why not?
I don't think the level. There's a difference between perception and reality, and I think that's what's going on with the White House right now. Is they're elevating perception that there's that risk versus being the reality of it. Don't get me wrong. Again, Charlotte has gotten more dangerous over the last couple of years, but I think it is still solvable. And one of the things when we talk about police officers and giving them the resources, it's not just about putting more cops on the street. It's getting help for them in the community as well. So in my plan, we have something, it's a violence interruption program that's based out of Albuquerque, where it's a pilot program. We're going to find 50 people in the community who are going to be able to step in, know the people in the community, and be able to if there's going to be an altercation they feel is going to be violent, step in and ease the tensions. You know, one of my people I met on a campaign a while back was Curtis Hayes Jr. Got a lot of publicity when we talk about the Rodney Keith Scott murder, and that's what he stepped in there and he de-escalated, and the cops were in there, and that's something that's good.
Keith Lamont Scott.
I'm sorry, Keith Lamont Scott. Excuse me. Then there's also where we have a program where it's again people in the community who can go to non-violent calls for police. So if there's somebody complaining about the noise of the next neighbor, the police don't need to go to that. You have somebody in the community that goes over there. Hey, you know me, we're friends. Keep it down. You got a complaint over here. We don't want to have to call the cops. Things like that. And what that program has done, that's based on another program from I think it's Philadelphia. It allows. It's shown that it has a 15% decrease in response time by police to actual violent effects. So there's a way to tackle this in many different ways, looking outside the city. I had a council member. They had a post and they kind of alluded to the fact that we don't need ideas from outside the city. We can solve all our problems in Charlotte because we know the people in Charlotte and those are the problems. But I think that's not a way to look at things. You got to look at outside city and see what else is working otherwise, and bring those into Charlotte and help the police in that way by giving them those. The buzzword and everything is wraparound services. When we talk about mental health or homelessness, it's the same thing with police force and public safety. We need to have those wraparound things so that the police can respond to violence quicker, easier, and not be taxed or burdened by dealing with other things.